And welcome back to PSGL F5. We are here around the Red Bull Ring, the A1 ring, as some of the old Formula 1 fans would commonly know it as. It is the fastest lap in the Formula 1 calendar, but not the shortest track. The fourth shortest track in the Formula 1 calendar is our home for this evening's F5 race. And my partner here at home in the Red Bull Ring, Brendan, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well tonight, and I would hope you are too, as we have got full grid, and we're going to get a lot of action here in qualifying, as short track and short times will mean that we can get a lot of runs in, and so the action will not be stopping.
Yep, the drivers, if they would like, can get 4 runs in around this famous Red Bull Ring. The most successful drivers here over the years, of course, being Max Verstappen and not Niki Lauda, apologies, Alain Prost. As being the most successful. Niki Lauda, of course, born in Austria, turn 1, the Niki Lauda curve. We're currently on board with the Williams of Tara Smith. If you were watching last week in Hungary, you would know it was almost very successful week in Hungary for this Williams, but sadly a safety car came out and that's not going to be a successful lap. That is invalid. This car's all over that place. That's a big bounce over the curve from E1 Baker. We'll keep the tyres up for the time being, because it is a very mixed match here. A lot of drivers trying the mediums because you can get so many runs in. Hazara being one of them. That's the fastest lap of the day so far. Goes to OP Zane in the Alfa Romeo. Aston Martin, a pro gamer then. Next, 0.8 of a second behind still. Lots of times to be set on the board. It'll be an Aston Martin of Roof Gaming next, and he is very marginally off the top. It is only 0.014 separating the two in the early parts of the session. It will be Hazara who'll cross the line, but he is invalid, unfortunately. We'll get the Haas of what I believe is Bjorn, our championship leader. He has gone third on the grid, leads the championship by 23 points over Marcel, and there is his teammate with the fastest lap of the day. That's normally not the Haas on top. That is a 104.04 Vengeance. Very good lap there. Tim Wentink slotting in 6th on the softs. The mediums working a lot better in the early parts of qualifying. That is Marcel slotting in behind, who he is behind the championship, and that's last week's winner, Burrell. That's out of the race. Apologies, out of qualifying, apologies. That is Burrell already out, and that's Toxic Tomato around at turn 1. Had a poor qualifying in Hungary. It looks like he might be on for a poor one today, but Burrell, the man who was so quick last week, is out of qualifying. Sancho is with the fastest lap of the day. Is that Bjorn round as well? It is Bjorn round as well. A lot of drivers making mistakes, pushing too much on their early laps, but Sancho sets the pace. He is really the only man on softs apart from Tim Wentink, but I believe Tim Wentink may have made a mistake on his lap, so the Alpine sets the banker so far. Still, a lot of drivers left to set a run. Black Box being one of them, on board with the Mercedesman. Here he goes, round the final corner, the Red Bull mobile curb. It will be third spot on the grid, and that just goes to show what a lap from this man. 88 Vengeance. He is currently second on the grid, a 10th off pole on a slower tyre. The race may be in the other Haas's court today. Oh, there we go, it's beaten. P2 beats it for Red Bull. 2 reserves in the Red Bull machines today. It is TF at 1, P2 and Tim Wentink. One significantly faster than the other at this early point. Lakitu around. That is Lakitu around after a purple sector 2. The Ferrari has ditched it in the gravel. The turn 8 gravel after the worst curve. So
that's at the times. They're very close. So a good lap near the end could be different between you maybe outside the top 10 and you ended up in the top 5.
Oh, that's Black Box spinning on his in lap. That's not very good. He I'm sure will not like to. Can he cross the white line into the pit lane? Yeah, he can. It's only qualifying. He will get away with it.
Oh yeah, the white line thing is well, it'll be fairly important. So you have to keep right within it. See, the racing line is much quicker than actually just keeping to the inside the white line. So it will be something to watch anyway. And you could see some post-race penalties for people who just don't think of it when they are pitting.
Yeah, I really hope that we don't get that, because that can ruin a race. And it's of course, don't get me wrong, a hook, line and sinker penalty, but it's just a silly mistake to make. You don't want to see a driver get penalised for pit lane rules, but if it has to happen, it will happen. We're on board with the Williams of Darius Smith, of course, as we were saying, was almost on course for his maiden F5 win last week in Hungary. Sadly, that didn't come. He'll be looking for revenge now. His pace has been decent. It has been better than the start of the season, that is for sure. The current tyres, everyone's on. We're seeing a lot more drivers set their laps on the softs. Sanchez, however, has come out on the mediums. So that's an interesting one. He's trying backwards to everyone else.
I mean, suppose you get a medium lap in where there's already been some track evolution.
That's true. Here comes Darius Smith. He's going to cross the line now. He will go on provisional pole position. And we were saying the pace has improved in recent weeks. It has proved me right. Darius Smith currently on provisional pole for the Williams team. There goes Jesus Simon. I think this is just going to be track evolution, left, right and centre. Of course, a lot of drivers who didn't set laps are only setting their laps now, and a lot of drivers who set laps on mediums are only setting their laps now. Marcel being one of them, second in the championship, as we were saying. 23 points behind Bjorn and only 2 points ahead of Stefano in third. Needs a good result today. Needs to beat Bjorn, ideally.
I believe is up to third.
There goes Yogurt.
On the medium.
On the mediums. We did get removed the tyres there. We will keep it up. There is what they've set their best lap on, not necessarily the tyre they're on now, as Marcel has backed off all of a sudden, so something's gone wrong with his lap. Bjorn is rounding the final corner. He's 4/10 up. This could shoot him to the top of the timing tower. It will not. It'll only put him second. He is behind Yogurt on the mediums. Yogurt really now wasn't there in the earlier parts, and there we go again. It's changing left, right and centre. That's Darius Smith on his second lap on that compounded tyre, who has put himself on the provisional pole. 1:03.6. Excellent job by the young Williams driver.
Yep.
Here comes the other Williams driver across the line. And there we go. It's a Williams 1-2. Stefano beats Darius Smith.
Must feel like maybe the 1980s when it was nearly the Austria ring. If I am not
I think you are correct with that. I believe it started with an O. It sounded something like that, so I'll give you the brownie points. Oh, you weren't making a mistake.
See?
Because we had the Austria ring, and then we had the A1 ring, and that's the Red Bull ring. We've had many names for this fabulous circuit. It is the fourth shortest circuit on the F1 calendar, behind Monaco, Monza, and Interlagos. But it has a quick lap time, of course. Almost breaking into the 1-minute ones at some point in qualifying, if you're fast enough. How we would love to see this track eventually go down to possibly a 59-second lap. Only one track to do it in the F1, and that was, of course, the Sakir Short variant of that circuit. Bugatti into the pit lane. Bugatti, of course, started second last week, finished on the podium. Anything can happen here in PSGL F5, and it probably will.
It usually does.
Vengeance rounding the final corner as Vengeance was on provisional pole at a point in this session, and that's completely changed. He's down to 11th. Here he goes, across the line. It will put him 7th.
And yep, Tunetank is down to 9th now. He was 8th. Vengeance to 7th. He's not getting much damage time from the medium or the soft.
The medium seem very good here. One man, purple in sector 2. It is FEO Black Box. Currently 12th. On a set of softs, set his first lap on a set of softs as well, rounding the final corner. The Red Bull Mobile curve, as we said. What lap can he set? It will be 4th, and that is not a bad time. He's only improved by 0.3 of a second, but that just goes to show you how close we are in qualifying. Apart from that lap from Stefano, he is clear of the grid. 0.1 of a second ahead of his teammate. 1.5 of the nearest non-Williams. So, Black Box running a bit wide.
There's the key to now. Put the tie second.
The key to one Ferrari in 20th and out. One Ferrari on the front row. Last Ferrari to take a front row start here in the Red Bull ring. Charles Leclerc, 2019, pole position. Beat Max Verstappen to it. Max Verstappen got it back in the race after that fabulous comeback. I'm sure Lakitu would not like to lose this one due to a charging Red Bull. But we will wait and see. Red Bull Ring, of course, if you couldn't guess already, home of Red Bull Racing. Here comes Marcel, though, rounding the final corner in an Alfa Romeo. Not run well here in previous years. Let's see what Marcel, can he change that? Oh, he certainly can. That's pole. That's a great lap. 103.5. That is a fabulous lap. And the pace wasn't looking like his today. It has certainly changed. That's an excellent time on the board from Marcel G or Z and Y. He is, of course, 23 points behind championship leader Bjorn. Bjorn down in 7th as it stands. He will certainly be hoping to get himself up there near the top.
Well, as pretty much everyone is abandoning the medium now.
Yeah, we're going to start seeing the fast laps being set soon, or the faster laps being set soon. It is still very close in qualifying. Darrell Smith on another run on a fresh set of slicks. Fresh set of slicks, apologies, fresh set of softs, but that's invalid at turn 1, so it won't be an improvement. He will have to just back off, save for the fuel, save some tyres, or head into the Williams pit box. And Simon really struggling with the car through turn number 4. I have it written down beside me. I think it's Scholzgold, I think is the name of the corner, but I'm not going to. My German / Austrian is not very good, so I'm not going to reject German. Yeah, Austrian's not a language, is it? No, it isn't.
They share German.
Yeah. So, oh, there we go. We were saying he was struggling, and there is the car going round. Simon really struggling with the setup today in that Mercedes. He almost has hit Marcel, the man currently on pole, in the pit lane. If that was a collision, Simon would definitely be reported for unsafe joining into the pit lane. Zane is in 16th, his teammate on pole. He'll be hoping to improve. Pido. We'll go for Pido. Man making his F5 debut, and he was up by a 10th. He is now invalid. He was up by almost 3/10 by the end of that lap, with a back off, so does have pace. Sanchez is down on his time. He won't be improving. Pro Gamer invalid. Vengeance has invalid at turn 1. This seems to be a common feature. Roof Gaming down on his time as well. Bjorn is up on his time by almost 0.2 of a second. The current championship leader here in the F5 Championship, rounding the turn 9 of Rindt, named after the famous Austrian racer Jochen Rindt, into the Red Bull Mobile curve. Rounds the final corner and puts it on pole, and that is what a champion is made of. What a pole lap. That has blitzed the grid. It is provisional, though. It is provisional, but that has absolutely blitzed everybody.
I will just say, Jochen Rindt, thanks, Mom. He is the only champion to be confirmed posthumously, so that he does hold that distinction.
Jochen Rindt and Nicky Lauda, both having corners named after them.
Yeah.
Wonder when we'll get the Dr. Helmut Marko curve around here. There's no name for turn number 8, so why not the Dr. Helmut Marko curve?
No, you could go with the turn. Was it? How turn 2 is nearly they considered a king?
Yeah, I suppose we could name that because it's not really a corner, and Dr. Helmut Marko's not really a racing driver, so be good.
I mean, it's meant to be a kink, I believe, and it's more of a MotoGP thing than a Formula 1 thing.
Yeah, to be honest, this track always produces a banger MotoGP race. If you do, I don't follow MotoGP myself, but would always hear about a great race around the Red Bull Ring. Black box charging up the hill at
Sancho
that turn 2.
Wide there. I wonder if Ewan Baker got out of the way quite enough.
They're both on outlaps, so it should be okay.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I suppose if that was an actual qualifying lap, it might have been a little trouble.
He definitely will be. 2 minutes 18 left in qualifying. The fast laps will start now, as Vengeance heads into the pit lane. Simon's on a lap in his Mercedes. We've seen him have the spin through turn 9 of Rindt. We will have to see.
I think actually in a nice slipstream from some cars ahead.
He's got slipstream. You can see in the track map there from a McLaren and Alfa Romeo, I believe, heading into turn number 3. Simon's backed off at his time, so we will pop down to Tim Wenting and have a look and see what he's producing here. It's not good so far. He's down on his time, but that could all change due to that slipstream he got up the hill. Here he goes, rounding into the middle sector. Oh, bit of a lag spike there. That was not the car going off the circuit, that was just lag. He's purple in 2, but down on his time, so I wouldn't think that's legitimate. Can he pace it here through 9 of Rinth? It's fairly handy. This will not be the fastest lap we'll see today, and it's wide. Keeps it valid, that's important. And it's not going to be an improvement there. The battle for pole, though, is on. Here comes Marcel. He's down on the time. He will go again. He's going to hit the 115s, 116s. He has hit a 115.6. Here comes Stefano. He's not improved either. He is marginally down on his time. David Smith has improved, but was invalid on the last corner. So that is important to note. All them guys. That's Sanchez who's improved. Sanchez always an undercard here. He has gone to 4th for Alpine.
13th. I think that'll be him done.
He won't. Really struggling today around the Red Bull Ring in the junior team's car. Stefano is up on his time, but he does have this man ahead of him, Marcel. Marcel is still pushing on this lap for Alfa Romeo. He needs an absolute thunderbolt of a qualifying lap if he wants to beat his championship rival Bjorn here. Although qualifying is not everything around the Red Bull Ring. He is down on his time, as there was an Aston Martin on the grass there. I'm unsure to which that is, but it was one of the Aston Martins.
No, Tim went
Marcel, no, Marcel's backed off here. He's not going to go for it. That's qualifying over for him. He's invalid. Stefano's now going to be the favourite to take pole off Bjorn. Can he do it? No, he cannot, but he will take a front row start. Sanchez is down on his time. Dara Smith down to 7th. He was on the front row at one point. Lakitu's invalid. He won't get a time in either. Jesus Simon, after all the troubles he's had in this qualifying session, could take something out of it. No, he won't. He's backed off. He's backed off. Black box. Pacing it through the final corner. We've seen him quick through here. We've seen him quick round the circuit. He goes to 4th spot. That's a big lap from him. That is a big lap. Pro Gamer will go into the top 6. Oh, McLaren in the wall at the end. It's Toxic Tomato. And that will be a blockage for everyone on the final corner. This will be a hazard for Hazara here, as he just about doesn't invalidate his lap across the line. It will be only 12th. That's disappointing for Hazara. Currently stands 4th in the championship, 4 points off Stefano in 3rd. Bugatti has invalidated on his lap, and that will be qualifying as Simon peers off to the grass. But championship leader Bjorn produces one of the best at the death. Didn't even need a last lap. Bjorn is on pole in Austria.
Yep, there we. So that is fairly important qualifying, and now see top 10 except for Yogurt, all on softs. Yogurt will be P10 on the medium.
Yep, he wasn't in the battle for pole, Yogurt, but he does have pace, and he's starting on the medium compound of tyres. Now, qualifying is important here, because if Bjorn can pull off and Stefano and Marcel engage in a battle, he will probably end up winning this race. So Stefano and Marcel need to keep with our pole sitter and need to not let him pull away here.
Yeah, they can't afford. You have to stay in DRS.
They definitely have to stay in DRS. DRS is big around here. DRS is big. But there is your qualifying results. It is Bjorn on pole position, followed by Stefano, Marcel, the two Germans, 2nd and 3rd. Black Box in 4th for Britain, Sanchez in 5th, Pro Gamer 6th, Simon 7th, Lakitu in 8th, Dara Smith in 9th. Yogurt will start from 10th on a set of the medium compound tyres. Roof Gaming will start in 11th, followed by Hazara, who will start in 12th. Toxic Tomato will start from 13th. Vengeance 14th, who was quick in the early sessions, so a bit of a disappointment from him. Ewan Baker in 15th, Tim Wenting 16th, Pidu in 17th. Zane will start 18th, followed by Bugatti in 19th, and Baril, last week's winner, crashing out in the early parts of qualifying, he'll start 20th.
0 to 0. It can happen in an instant.
He can.
But he can't have. Well, he has a chance to recover anyway. Obviously, being at the back, it means it can only go upwards from there, really.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. It's when you're at the bottom, the only way is up. Let us know down below in the stream chat who you are cheering for in this race. And Brendan, I will ask you, do you have any predictions for this one? Who's going to win the Austrian Grand Prix?
Obviously Austria, it promotes battling, and also you can have an incident from time to time. So the key then will be to probably, if somebody can pull an undercut and then just benefit from being at the front. It could be anyone really, but I would discount Yogurt for making a late race charge if things happen to fall his way.
Yes, I think Yogurt could be in with a shout in this one. We pull off for the formation lap around the Red Bull Ring tyres. It is one man in the top 10 on the mediums and one man in the bottom 10 on the softs. Yogurt and then Tim Wenting, the latter. Strategy is an easy soft medium, and that is one of the Williamses already disqualified from the formation lap. He'll be starting with some cold tyres. That is Darrell Smith, who is gone. 36 laps around the Red Bull Ring, formerly the A1 Ring, of course. 4.318 kilometres, 10 corners. Bjorn with the most wins in the season, he has 3, but only came P9 in Hungary, so he will be hoping for a bit of a bounce back today. It was Cameron Dowds who won here last season in PSGL. He's progressed into further things, absolutely dominating the end of the championship. He won a great race around here last season, so we will all excited to go. Darrell Smith got a disconnect there. He's joined, so hopefully he can get back in the race. That seems to be the issue there. Bjorn heating up the tyres. Baril hoping to make sure that he has no tyres at the start of this race, because Baril will be wanting the best race start possible to gain a few places, because he's had a horrible qualifying, crashing out, not getting a lap in. The thing about crashing and qualifying is if you're going to do it, at least get a lap on the board first. He has not.
You don't have that much time here. See, formation lap is short, probably.
Shortest one of the calendar, I'd say.
Yep, obviously shortest time difference, because a lot of this track is DRS straights.
Yeah, and of course overtaking is a biggie around here. You can do it at almost any corner really if you wanted, apart from maybe the last two. That's a bit stupid, but we line up to go racing here in the Red Bull Ring. It is Bjorn on pole. Will he be in the lead by turn 3 of Remus? We will see. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're enjoying the action. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We go racing in Austria, jump start at the back. There's a collision there with a McLaren, but we go racing. Look at the start from Marcel. He's already up into... Oh, big dive from an Aston Martin. Thought it was going to be chaos there. There's an Alpine, apologies, sliding off the rear, but look at the race start from Bjorn. Really Marcel already into second place. No challenge from the Stefano. There's a 4 wide going on back here. Oh, it's chaos. Oh, it's chaos. There's a Williams down already, down and out. Yogurt has managed to hold 10th, thankfully, because there was a lot of hassle there. There is still a lot of hassle here. The Red Bull of Tim Wenting looking to make some moves and defending at the same time. Darrell Smith's back in, but he was a disconnect at the start. Toxic Tommaso has a drive-through penalty to serve, but a very, very messy lap 1 for a lot of people. Not for Bjorn. He's leading by 5/10 of a second. That's not enough. He needs a lot more to pull out of DRS, because Marcel will be right with him. One position gained, apologies, for Marcel. 1 down for Stefano. 2 up for Simon. Great race start for the Mercedes. 4th and 5th quite comfortably. Pro Gamer holding position. Sancho is down 2, so he was a real loser on that race start. 1:08.6, the fastest lap. That'll be cut down fairly substantially by the end. Move here. That's Baril up 8 spots to 12.
Oh, nearly a collision in the pits there.
Oh, that's the glitch's fastest lap. That's a 51.8 for Darrell Smith. That is most certainly a glitch. That is not a legitimate lap. That one will not stand. But Stefano hunting down Marcel already. Very hectic race start, Brendan.
Yep, very hectic, I'd have to say. As well, you still have most of the cars pretty much within a second of each other, so that is good to see. Apart from just a couple that were at the back, as the Toxic Tomato had a drive-through, and the spin. Dara Smith has been put under hard tires for the game, I think.
Dara Smith not having a good day of things today so far. Hopefully he can get back in and get driving and salvage some sort of a race here.
I think he is driving now.
Okay, that's good. He's back in, he's back going. But the big whoopee now, TRS active. Let's have a look at Marcel using it for the first time. Look at what he's going to gain on the race leader Bjorn here. Just look at the suction up the hill that Alfa Romeo is getting into the braking zone. He's now only 2/10 behind. He'll get another lap of that. And another one if he can stay in this position. Down the straight, heading into Schultzgold. Not close enough for a move on this lap, but he certainly will be sticking with him. He's almost gone for it, as that is a retirement in the pit lane from Toxic Tomato. He's out. First retirement of the day on lap 3. Disappointing for him, but he obviously didn't want to carry on after receiving that drive-through. Could have got something from the race he did last week, as we've seen. But yeah, unfortunately for him, first retirement of the day. Pro Gamer is looking fairly comfortable here. I don't know why I've pointed him out, but he is looking decent here in P6. Has had some poor results of recently. Thought he wouldn't be available on Mondays anymore, but he's here. He's roaring to go, and he's running well in P6. The two Mercedes. Simon seems to be the quicker of the two at the moment. This could be a bit of a pickle if no team orders are used, but it looks like Black Box is happy to use them, maybe. That is... oh, that's Tim Wentink. That is Tim Wentink who's gone round at turn number 1, and that is Hazara as well. Unrelated incidents, I believe, but that is...
it's gone again.
Oh no, Hazara's having a horrible day of things, a terrible qualifying.
Well, he's managed to end up turning it back in the right way. So, I suppose the damage is somewhat limited.
It is somewhat limited, but he's down to 17th and needs a miracle.
Oh god, she needs a miracle. What do Peter and Dara need?
A lot more than a miracle would be my only decent answer to that question. Stefano, though, having a decent go of things. He's right on the back of Marcel. He was through that sector. Not so much now, it's spaced out a bit, but he will be wanting to get past and regain the position he lost at the start of the race. He's going to be hunting for it up the hill for sure. Tim Wentink received the first penalty of the day. That's with his spin, so things not going well for the Dutch Red Bull driver, which is an unfamiliar sight in Austria. Here comes Marcel, first change of the lead, up the hill into turn number 3. Marcel will go to the inside. Bjorn will try to defend the outside. Absolutely will not. He might get a switchback, and that's Hazara done. That is Hazara done today. Second retirement of the day goes to our man in 4th, meaning this is a big opportunity for Pro Gamer to gain some good points. He's currently running 6th. Hazara won't score points today, no matter what the scenario occurs. Bugatti almost looking for a move on Vengeance. Them two down to 14th and 15th respectively. So, not a good race start for them. But still, we are getting into what would be the consistent running of the race, just drivers keeping with each other, not really going for the lunge and go sort of stuff, just holding firm at the minute.
Yep, as a top 13, all within DRS, and this is going to be a common feature of this race, until pit stops start to come, and that's where little changes will start to appear.
Here we go though. Is Bjorn going to have a look for... apologies, is Bjorn going to have another look for a move? Completely muddled that sentence. No, he will not. Bjorn might just stay behind, might save a bit of fuel, might save a bit of the tyres, but he is going to be under threat from the fast German behind him, Stefano. Can he make a move now? Not yet. We'll definitely be looking for it, and we'll definitely be trying to get that place done. Down the back, Baril hasn't made any more progress since the start of the race. He's still in 12th. He is pressuring E1 Baker for 11th, and it'll be Roof Gaming after that. So he's just settling in as well to this race. That's really the common feature we're seeing at the moment. Closest man to go for a move is probably Stefano. He was right in the back of the Alfa when he was in front of him. He's now right in the back of the other Ferrari car of the Haas.
Well, not much you can really do though when he is the man in third.
Oh,
Oh, Marcel.
mistake for Marcel. This'll be the big opportunity for Bjorn. That's
Oh,
a
he's
spin
had
at
to
turn one.
burn
That's
ERS.
pro gamer. We were stunned that
Oh.
Sancho is as well. Think there could have been a bit of a scrap there, but look at Bjorn for the lead into turn three. Into Remus. He's taken his opportunity of the mistake from the Alfa Romeo, and he's got the job done on lap 7. Can the Alfa Romeo just keep it in the straight line? Beautiful onboard shot now of that
He should
Alfa
stop
Romeo.
using the ERS, honestly.
Here comes
He's only
Stefano.
got-
No, can't make the move. It will be Bjorn who keeps the lead.
Yogurt up to
Marcel
6th
all
now.
under so much pressure. Yogurt up to 6th in the mediums. Stefano almost going onto the grass for that one. That's a great move for Bjorn. He's taken that perfectly. Needs to pull a gap now. Needs to try and hold this lead until the pit stop window.
I think that's broken the train up a bit. Top 5 are gonna run their own little thing.
Oh, mistake! Bjorn's gone wide, really wide through Rint. And that's a big mistake for the race leader. He was looking so comfortable
that's
after
why-
making that move. And
That's
these
why I come back
drivers,
together.
these drivers at the front, they lead the race for a bit and they're bottling it. Marcel now with the perfect opportunity. Pro Gamer was running so well. Stefano's watching this all unfold. The two Mercedes are going to have a scrap. We know that all too well up the hill, and that's Bugatti out of the race. Marcel's taking the lead just as the virtual safety car comes out. Black Box has almost got Stefano.
God, no, that-
Has he got
that's a
Stefano?
safety car.
That's a full course safety car, and that's Black Box who has got Stefano there. Where did that come from? It's all changed here. Marcel leads the race.
I'm make a point that Bugatti, my lord, that was right in the middle of the racing line. That had to be a safety car.
A lot has gone on there on lap 8. Marcel now has the lead. Bjorn in second. Two McLarens out of the race. Black Box has ended up on the podium. Don't know how that's happened. He was like behind Stefano, defending from his teammate. Bit of a lunge maybe from Black Box. Safety car now. Should see drivers into the pit lane.
Yep, everyone in pit lane, and I need to start watching some pit entries now.
Oh yes, of course. Yogurt will have to stay out.
We have a different one. Yogurt got to stay out. Probably has to.
He's on the mediums, of course. We'll see what all these drivers go for. Roof
the
Gaming
mediums.
also staying out. So they're all going for the mediums. Feel they can make the end.
Ewan Baker is pitting and changing his medium.
He's gone for the softs.
Yeah, I think he had to get a front wing change and a penalty.
They
removed.
did. Vengeance on the hards as well as Baril. So they're trying something different here in this race. This is once again become a fantastic strategy race here in F5. But top 3 guys in the medium should be able to hold their own for a little bit. And perfect for Marcel, it's his teammate that's in front of him.
Also solves the ERS issue he had, as he had burned a lot in trying to keep his lead. See, now he has got a full battery and will have opportunity to get some cars in between.
Saying, burning a bit of fuel there. You can see he's revving the engine right out. But Bjorn's not going to be happy sat behind here, because he was in a great position and then made that big mistake through 9 of Rinth. And now he finds himself planted behind 2 Alfa Romeos. Let us know down below what you're thinking of the action so far here in F5. We are on about to head on to lap 10. Safety car will lead us there. Let us know who you're supporting, who you're rooting for, and who has been a shock of the race so far. My shock of the race is probably just that move from Black Box, because I did not see it happening. That's E1 in again. He is serving his mandatory tyre there. He'll go back onto the mediums, I presume.
I'm just gonna say it's pretty much equivalent to Albon on Perez. Before, as right before that safety car ended up coming out.
Yeah, it was perfect time to make the move, because he didn't have to defend it into the next corner. He just had to stick his front wing up the inside, and the safety car came out. He got the position because technically he was in front. The guys behind may feel a little bit stiffed, but that's how racing works, so get used to it. And Yogurt will... he mightn't be happy about this, really, because it brings the other medium runners up to him, where he was well clear of them.
Yep, so see Yogurt, he was... Well, he had a very good position. I was in a safety car in this lap. This
Yep,
does
safety car in this
mean
lap.
he can't really try to pull away because we know he's got very good medium tire pace. If he can pull away from the Aston Martin while they hold up the others, then this could end up very well and allow him to have that offset of compound and tire age.
It will. Oh, that was close. That was almost contact between the front two. It will be Yogurt who lead us away. He's letting the safety car go to the pits. He's backing us right up here. Roof Gaming getting really close to the AlphaTauri. I'd be a bit nervous if I was Yogurt right now. Yogurt just holding, and we go racing in Austria for the second time. He's nailed the restart as the man at the front. Roof Gaming under real pressure from Zane behind Marcel, not near his teammate, but I highly doubt his teammate will be holding him too much. The real battle here is, can Bjorn send one up the inside of Marcel? Because no DRS activated yet. That'll be activated in 3 laps time. Bit of a battle, Stefano and Black Box. Stefano got to try the inside of the Mercedes. He backs off for this time. Oh, Black Box, very late on the brakes, almost going for second position in this race as well. Roof Gaming's managed to hold his own here. He will be still within the DRS of Yogurt by the time it comes, I presume. Bjorn has not managed to make any moves on the Alfa Romeo so far. That is the Alfa Romeo of Marcel. Of course, we are talking about Zane, not in this race, leading battle.
Making moves, so is Pro Gamer.
Pro Gamer needs to get himself back up after that mistake. Oh, that's Vengeance. That's Vengeance in trouble. I don't think he spun, which is a good thing for him. I think it's just a mistake. Oh no, disappointing there for Vengeance. He will be able to box for the mediums though, because he is on the hard, so he served the mandatory tyre rule. As Marcel really struggling through that turn number 9. We've seen both the guys battling for this race lead struggle through turn number 9. Marcel could do with getting past his teammate fairly soon, although his teammate holding good pace so far. Lap 12 we are on now out of 36. And it is Yogurt leading with a pit stop to make. Up the hill we go for another episode of Who Can Break the Latest. No one going for too many moves just yet, as Lakito slamming on there to make sure he doesn't smack into the back of Stefano. There is Vengeance in the pit lane. There's E1 Baker in the pit lane. He needs to go for a set of hards now, because he has already gone on a set of softs and a set of the mediums, meaning he doesn't have any mediums left. So that is disappointing for him. It's going to chuck him right down the order. Marcel keeping with his teammate. He will be looking to get past once the DRS is active, and I wonder will Zane and Marcel be working together here to hold up Bjorn behind. I think a bit of inter-team play from Alfa Romeo is needed if Marcel's going to win this race.
Yeah, probably could do with getting past soon enough.
He definitely could. Lap 13 we head on to. It's got to be lucky for some. Will it be lucky for Marcel? He's not really close enough to try and force the move. Try to say, hey, you're holding me up. He's not really that close, although could try something here. He's burning his ERS. He's going to tuck in behind his teammate, take a slipstream all the way up towards turn number 3. He's not close enough yet, but he has Bjorn right behind him. So getting the move done here and having Zane hold Bjorn up in the middle sector would be the ideal strategy for the Alfa Romeo crew, because Bjorn is 4/10 behind, and I think it might happen here. No, it won't. Marcel just holding. Look at this from Roof Gaming. He's really keeping with the man who we thought was the quickest pace in the mediums. Yogurt not getting the easiest way of things here. Roof Gaming holding strong, and that swap has not come from Alfa Romeo. It will be on the next lap. Possibly.
I mean, at some point it is going to happen, whether there's team orders or not.
But the front 3 really holding their own here. I don't know if that's just DRS assistance that is helping them, or if it is on pure pace. But they really are doing a solid job of staying in front. Marcel hasn't even looked like he's threatening Zane. I am very, oh, really late in the brakes now. This is going to be the swap if any, but look who's right behind him, and that is Bjorn. Bjorn could try the both of them here, because if he gets stuck behind one Alfa Romeo, it'll back him off into the other. Stefano also looking for a move. Down the inside goes Bjorn into turn number 3 on Marcel, side by side on exit. It's oh so close. Here comes Bjorn though. Couldn't get the move done now. He's got to tuck into the DRS and try and get it done here, and Marcel is trying to force his teammate to let him through. He's really struggling. That's a crash between Tim Wentink and Dara Smith at the back, both having unlucky moments in this race. It's another one for them. Bjorn is pushing Marcel around the corners. Zane, though, has no chance of defending for his teammate. He's looking for the move on Roof Gaming. It's all over the shop for Alfa Romeo. It's perfect positioning for the Haas.
Well, another lap, another chance for both of them to try and make moves and really help the race.
Look at Stefano. He is really pressuring Black Box here. He's tried the move twice now, hasn't got it done either, but he surely will get it done this time. It's, you see, the DRS of the car in front. The car in front has DRS and equally as much power as you. It's all about ERS is the game here. Here comes Bjorn. He's going to try it down the inside. He is! It's a late... Oh no, it's a very late move. Oh, I really thought he was going to clatter into Roof there almost. Bjorn really late on the brakes. It's a fantastic overtake if he can get it done. Side by side, some horrible camera shots from the camera crew. But Bjorn will take this provisional race lead. And that's perfect defending to keep the move. That was so close from Bjorn, and I really didn't think it was going to end the way it did.
He was kind of a little lucky there, but
he was very lucky. Marcel possibly picking up a warning for running wide there. Now Bjorn's next target is to get past Zane. Although Zane hasn't looked like letting his teammate through, he certainly isn't going to let Bjorn through. Although Zane's made the mistake, and I'm sure Marcel's kicking himself, wishing he made that mistake when he was behind him. Yogurt is pulling slightly away from Roof, but Roof will just get back that gap in the DRS. Bjorn with a minimal mistake. Marcel not really close enough.
I believe some people got damage here. Switch for them.
Look how close these guys are running. It's really a miracle none have made contact. Bjorn's gonna look for a move on Zane here though. He's thundering down towards turn number 4, and it's a swap to the inside for Bjorn, and it's almost gone wrong again, but somehow manages just keep his car out of trouble.
Black Box nearly had to move, and he's still looking for a little way around the outside if it could happen, but he tucks back in and knows better of it, pretty much. You know, trying to go around the outside from that position would only have ended in one way.
Somehow, I still don't know, Bjorn hasn't clattered into either the Aston or the Alfa in front of him. Somehow. He's been so late on the brakes, but I suppose he's the only one making moves in this train, so maybe that's how late you do need to brake. But he really has a lot of faith that his car will stop in those scenarios. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake from Roof, and this allows them both through. But who will get through? Marcel will get through. Black Box will not. Although Stefano looking for the move now. Black Box up the inside. The Aston brakes late, and it's almost contact from Black Box. Stefano has been shoved back behind the Aston Martin. The Mercedes engine cars not helping themselves in the slightest. And that
now, maybe around
Keto trying round the outside. Round the outside's a tricky move. Stefano will keep the spot and will be pressuring Roof Gaming. Roof Gaming under a whole lot of pressure right now. He's on old tyres. He is driving not so good this lap, and that will be down the inside for Stefano. It's a tricky move. He's got it done. And now, surely Roof Gaming won't fight this one. He'll be into the pits soon, almost. He doesn't need to fight it. It would be silly to do that now.
No, he can't go into the pits just yet. Like, he couldn't get any other retire.
No, not just yet, but not really any point fighting a quicker car. But here we go. That's a mistake. That's a mistake from Zane. That's a mistake from Zane, and this will allow his teammate to attack the provisional race leader of Bjorn. Bjorn doesn't have that little bit of the Alfa Romeo giving him a toe up now. He has Yogurt, but Yogurt is good on pace here, so I wouldn't be expecting Yogurt to be a slouch. This will be Bjorn now going for the race lead on Yogurt. This is going to be another late move, isn't it? No, he has more sense than that. It was Marcel who's braked the latest out of these two. Marcel falling off the back of these two right now. Bjorn. Oh, mistake from Yogurt. He's had a little bit of a drift through Rinth. And Bjorn.
See, penalties might come into play here.
Yet none of the top 11 have penalties. Yogurt's let Bjorn through. And he's blocked Marcel.
Or this could be a power play. if, or maybe not. I'm wondering
Oh,
if
I wonder has a bit of friendship creeped into that battle. Bjorn has been let
or
through by Yogurt. Unless Yogurt's going to get the run, the roaring red brakes in the Alpha Tower. He won't like a late move. He does not have the traction on Bjorn for that one. Bjorn will now possibly be able to clear away unless Marcel gets a move done on Yogurt fairly soon.
Marcel has been rather hesitant on moves today. Obviously,
He has.
he knows that sticking up the nose of somebody just straight up may not end well.
It's ended well for Bjorn somehow. He's not made contact with another car.
Somehow, we have to put emphasis on that word.
Yes. Literally, if you have not watched it, there is absolutely a 1 in a billion chance that Haas hasn't hit one car in his 2 dive bombs. But he hasn't, so he's in a good spot now. 16 laps to go. We will see Mio get into the pits in the next few laps, I imagine. So that'll be him out of this train. But he needs to stick with Bjorn for Marcel's race, not for his own. Because if this DRS train breaks, that's it. Bjorn can pull away.
Unless the safety car comes out at some point.
Yes, of course, then they'll all be in for softs, and that'll play really into the hands of Yogurt because he'll be on pace, on tyres, and level with the race leaders.
I don't think anyone is looking like they will crash at the moment.
I'd just like to tell you all how close this is. The top 10 are within 4 seconds of each other. That doesn't happen in Formula 1. That's crazy. They are all driving really well today. I have to hand it to the drivers. They've put on a show. Oh, apart from Roof. He's into the gravel. That's the second mistake, unfortunately, for Roof Gaming, and that'll be the end of a point-scoring finish, most likely. Unless we get that unspoken safety car. Stefano still hasn't found a way past Black Box. Hungary and Austria now. Black Box has held a clearly quicker driver behind for some amount of laps.
Oh, see, this is where car positioning and all that comes in. If you're able to place the car in the right place, as I believe Simon, and Sancho is... I don't believe there was a switch there.
I believe there was. Simon got a fairly easy move there. One of the easiest of the day, I imagine. Here is a battle, though. Marcel can't make the move on Yogurt. Yogurt's from wide. Yogurt's made the mistake, and the Alpha cars will swap. It will be the Alfa Romeo to second, and the Alpha Cherry to third. Look at that gap. It's over a second. It is over 1 second. Marcel needs to push this last sector. Needs to get back within that, because if he's not within that, race over, presumably. He needs to get within that 1 second gap, and needs to take the DRS.
Coming up just around here.
Yogurt into the pit lane, and Zane will follow.
I believe he's got it.
He's pushing through the final corner. He might be just okay if he can get within it in the next few sectors. That's a spin. That's Tim Wentink who's gone round there. There is the Yogurt and Zane into the pit lane.
Yeah,
they'll be very quick on the softs now. He has got it. He has got it just about. That was really, really close for Marcel. That was almost the end of a challenge there. Yogurt and Zane may just about come out ahead of Roof Gaming. Because despite the spin, Roof Gaming hasn't pit. We'll just pop down here for a second. There's Roof Gaming on the exit. There's Yogurt in front. There's Zane beside. Zane hasn't got him. Yogurt has. Zane gonna attack now. Outside or inside, he's gone for the outside. And this should be an easy move, unless Roof Gaming sticks it up the inside. He does, but Zane holds it round the outside and gets the traction on the Aston Martin. Great move from Zane there, as that is vengeance. He's the retirement in the pit lane. One Haas leading the race, the other unfortunately out of the race.
Yeah, so it's 16 cars remaining, and probably about, let's say, 7 in the main train, and then you have some other cars that will probably be trying to fly through the field now. Yogurt will be trying to close up on everyone, but first get past the lap point.
Well, he won't get the fastest lap point officially, because Darryl Smith had the glitch fastest lap over 51 something or other. That's E1 Baker who was spun at the back. There's a battle here. Stefano is now going to get past Black Box because Black Box doesn't have that DRS anymore. Stefano makes the move stick. No, Black Box holding inside. Great racing by Black Box.
Not sure about it now.
No, Stefano has this one, I think. I think Stefano just has the pace, really.
I think we have a big breakaway now. as it now just be Bjorn and Marcel going for this race victory.
They have been the breakaway train, the runaway crew. They've been the two in the battle all race, so it makes sense that they're the two fighting for the win. But who has more? Who has the gut? Who has the guile? Who has the pace? That's E1. That's another one retirement in the pits. We haven't had a retirement on circuit yet. Oh no, we had Bugatti.
Well, yeah, that's what we had, the first safety car.
Other than that, the rest have been in the pit lane. We'll pop down here. There's no battle for the lead at the moment. Could be a battle. Lakitu pressuring Black Box. We've seen Stefano go for the move. Lakitu pulls out, tries to make the move, pulls back in, and nails his braking. Now, exit time. Can he get the exit? No, he cannot. It's a real bubble for the Ferrari. Well, there's not a bit of pore poisoning. Here he goes to the inside, though. No, the outside it will be for the Ferrari. He's got one move around the outside done today. He will not get another. And there is a battle for the lead. There is a swap for the lead. Marcel, out of nowhere, leads the Austrian Grand Prix.
Well, that'll be important anyway. Honestly, Bjorn will still have a championship lead, but it won't be as much.
There still will be a big battle for the remaining 12 laps of this Austrian Grand Prix. That is for sure. Neither of these will give up. Wide for Bjorn. Bjorn's run very wide. Bounces over the sausage curb. That wouldn't do good for the car. But thankfully that damage isn't turned on here. But that would have been real suspension damage. And that's a big mistake for Bjorn. Look how late he has to brake just to make sure he keeps that gap. Battle here for Simon. He's gone up the inside of Lakitu. Lakitu got the exit. But this could be a real scrap down towards turn number 4. Will Simon go for the inside? He will not, and we have a spin. It's Pro Gamer. Pro Gamer's around at the back, and Aston Martin will not score points today. They are 5th in the standings, and we're only 2 points off Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo currently leading the race and scoring a point for 10th.
Yeah, and with the second Alfa Romeo on the soft compound tyre. See, still an opportunity.
Definitely is an opportunity. Sancho has played himself nicely back into this race. We haven't seen much of him today. He has gone really under our radar, but he's running 7th, and he's on the same strategy as the front 6 in front of him. So he could invite himself. Stefano has closed almost a second on Bjorn. Them two battling has helped Stefano. Here comes Black Box though. He's going to have another go. He's staying in front of him for so long. He's in front of him again. Brakes very, very much later than Stefano. And this is another battle. Sancho we said he got under the radar. He's certainly not under Simon's radar because he's gone up the inside of him. Simon will tuck in and try make a defensive move, but no. Look at the pace from Sancho Stefano. Yeah, I think he might have. I think he might have. I think there may be a retirement in the pits here from Pro Gamer. There we go. It's another one. We're down to 14 runners here in this F5 race. 10 laps to go. Still the possibility of a safety car. That would change everything. Because really here, it'll be whoever has the DRS on the last lap will take the win. If there's no DRS, it's going to be whoever just wants it more. Because they'll be on the same tyres. They'll be on the same pace in ERS and Patrick.
Yeah, I think Stefano's dropping back now from these. Black Box is much more... It's in a much better shape to try attack Stefano now.
I think he's got to stick behind for a bit. Lakitu's not that much of a threat behind for Black Box, or is he? No. He is going to lift off and stick behind. Lakitu is close, but he's not posing a threat at the time being. He is very timid behind the Mercedes. The Ferrari, though, a proven racer. We seen last season in Portimao. He made some great moves. Sadly, didn't end well. He actually had a collision with Black Box in that race. If you didn't see it, well, that is what happened there. We've already had Portimao this season, of course. Was the opening round of the season. Next week we head to Saudi Arabia, and then Belgium, Holland, Brazil, Mexico, Singapore, America, Italy, Bahrain. Well, we won't focus on that. We will focus on the remaining laps of this Austrian Grand Prix, because they are the big ones.
Falling into the pits here. Should mean.
Oh, that's P2 into the pits. That is a position for Zane. Oh, it's a retirement from the points. That's an odd one. That's a very odd one. But here comes Black Box going for third position again. He's in a much better position now. He's going to go to the outside. No dummy moves here. It's going to be a straightforward one for Black Box. Stefano can't even defend it, although he knows he's still right behind that Mercedes and still has every chance of making a move. Bjorn now. Still pressuring. He is just sitting behind for the time being, not posing that much of a threat to Marcel, but trust me, the threat is there. Gap between Yogurt and Simon is now 6.9 seconds. A lot to catch if he wants to make it a move, but we've seen him in Hungary on the softs on the last lap, and everyone else in the inters, he was flying. He's caught 5/10 this lap almost. Yellow flag, it is Tim Wentink. Poor day for Red Bull. This will be a position for Roof. Fair play to Roof for carrying on. He may actually get a point or two today. Tim Wentink all over the place. But now, Bjorn is posing a threat to Marcel, and he could go for a move now. Down towards turn number 4. It will be the Hassman. No, backs off. Quite clever there to back off.
But look at the amount of ERS. This is a formality.
Bjorn, oh look at this. Bjorn has so much more. And if Marcel has an engineer right now, that message needs to go to him. Save your battery. Tim Wentink is it round again? No, he's not. That was I believe that was Yogurt who spun. Yes, it was. Oh no.
That's late safety cars. It's the only way that they're going to get back into this race.
Yeah, I think so. We'll keep the telemetry up for the end of the race to watch this ERS situation, but it's 94 for Bjorn. It is 17 for Marcel, and Bjorn has the DRS. This will be a last lap attack. Not for Black Box though. He wants to do it now. He's gone up the inside, and the battery situation very different with these two cars as well. It is Stefano who has enough to defend the spot. Black Box though will still tuck in behind. Can Sanchez get involved in this? This is a great scrap for the podium here as well. We cannot ignore this with our fantastic scrap up the front. This is fantastic racing from all these drivers remaining tonight, and even some of the ones retired. They were driving really well. Tim Wentink picked himself up in another 3-second time penalty. Fair play for soldiering on. That's all I'll say. Oh, Sanchez, that could cost them. He's made a mistake there. He's made a mistake, and now Shizou Simon is looking up his inside. Into turn 1's a bit of a dangerous spot, so understandably, he backs off. Bjorn, still not burning any ERS. Marcel saved a little bit, but needs to just stop using it. Just concede the lead if you have to. Simon has got the move done on Sanchez, actually. So that's a great move for Simon.
Oh, touch between the keys and Black Box there. The keys and Mumdora there. That means he won't get the move. But look at Sanchez now.
Look at Sanchez fighting back. Sanchez is a real warrior in the Alpine. He's defending like a lion, as a certain Fernando would say. Sanchez will hold his P6. That was it. Great defence from Sanchez, I have to say. Bjorn burning a bit of his battery for once. Still has a lot more than Marcel does. And I think he knows it.
You're burning, you don't need to do it.
I think at this point Marcel should realise what Bjorn's doing, but he hasn't. Yoga picks up a 3 seconds. He's gained again a lot on Simon, but it's not going to be enough, especially with that penalty. And there's no real battles down the order. It is this battle for the podium between Black Box, Lakey 2, Sanchez, Stefano and Simon. And a race lead battle between Bjorn and Marcel. Oh, here we go. Black Box again. No, he backs off from this one. That's clever from Black Box. That is clever. He's just backed out of that one. Well done. How will the tyres be feeling at this point? Will they be fairly worn?
Worn, but they won't be off.
Oh, look.
I'd say.
Marcel burning his ERS again. He is mince meat when we get onto the last lap. Because Bjorn now has a full tank.
Well, not full tank, full battery.
Full tank of battery. We'll go for a compromise.
And look, he's that close, he probably doesn't even need ERS. Well, maybe he needs a little base, but you get the point.
Marcel. Oh, what's happened here? Look at this. Likitu all of a sudden finds himself in the podium. Black Box has a rear slide out of that corner though, so this will invite Stefano to go for another move. Stefano's lost 2 and 1. Likitu could gain 2 and 1. Is he going to go for the inside of Black Box? No, there's that timid racing we were talking about. He could have sent a move there, but he didn't, and Sancho is right on Stefano's tail now. This is a mighty scrap for the podium. Arguably better than the one for the race win, because there's just so many drivers making so many moves here. They are not afraid to go for it. No mass battery management between any of these. Bjorn, though, in terms of battery management, it's been perfection. But having a battery doesn't win you a Formula 1 race. He still needs to overtake Marcel. He has all the tools available to him. But who's the better racer is the question.
And I'm just quickly scrolling for warnings. Both have won, so there should be
okay.
Fight here.
Here we go. Is Bjorn going to go for the move here?
He's close enough.
No, he's lifting. No, he's lifting. But this battle will continue. No lifting here. Likitu is onto the podium for the first time today. Black Box has snuck it up the inside. Now, I have to say, that's clever racing once again from Black Box. Really, really proving a clever driver today. Down towards turn number 4 will be Black Box, who goes for the podium move. Likitu trying hanging around the outside. Look at Stefano. He's gone for both of them. He's got one of them. And now, Black Box goes onto the grass and is down to 7th spot. Sancho is up to 4th. Stefano getting involved a bit too much here. Sancho has swapped them inside out and now pushes him onto the grass. Bit of a revenge movement there. Sancho and Likitu now 3rd and 4th. Who would have thought that a lap ago?
Oh my, it's all kicking off. And then Bjorn, who was going for every move he could earlier on this race, is now pretty much nearly switched styles midway through and is now pretty much playing the numbers game.
Bjorn needs to focus for this lap. If he makes a mistake, it doesn't matter what battery he has. He cannot afford a mistake here. But we will just keep an eye on this battle because there's no moves going for at the front. Stefano is defending from Sanchoiz. Simon is up the inside of Sanchoiz. The two marks hoping for a good result today. They're not in the top 5 of the constructors. They would so like to be. So good points is needed today. Simon and Sanchoiz have had an almighty scrap today. Not made contact once. They're wheel banging now, but still no proper contact made. Sanchoiz swaps to the inside, gets the traction down. That's an absolutely fantastic move from Sanchoiz. Hats off to him. That's an absolutely fantastic move. We've got to focus on the front two just briefly. The two Mercedes are going to scrap now, but we just have to focus on the front two. Heading onto the last lap, the ball is well and truly in Bjorn's court. Marcel, he's got a good bit of the battery up, in fairness to him. He's got it to 59. It was at 0 a few laps ago. He's got it up, but the last lap of the Austrian Grand Prix is going to be the best one. Bjorn attacking Marcel. Now, these two have been scrapping all 36 laps for different positions. Now it is for the race lead. Now it is the crucial moment. Now it is Bjorn's turn to go for the race lead. Up the hill we go towards Remus. It's turn 3. It's going to be the inside for Bjorn. It's going to be the outside for Marcel. And we've seen this move happen so many times today, but who gets the traction? It will be Marcel who gets the traction. Bjorn needs to use that battery he's been saving the entire race, and he needs to try get past, and he has some. Marcel on the inside just doesn't have enough in the car. Bjorn will take his 4th win of the season. Bjorn will win the Austrian Grand Prix after a strategical masterclass. Oh no, Black Box is out of the race. Black Box is out of the race at the last moment. He could have got the podium today, but he is out of the race, and it will be heartbreak for Black Box. It will not be heartbreak for one man in a Haas, and the man
using DRS.
who will dominate In the end, he's not had it easy today. He's not had it like other wins, but the result will be the same, and Bjorn will take his 4th win of the season and extend his championship lead. K2 will end up on the podium. Stefano will end up in 4th. Simon 5th. Sancho is 6th. Joga will get a 7th in the end. Fair play to him, was running in the lead for a bit. Boreel will get 8th. Zane will get 9th. And I think Roof Gaming might end up getting himself a point here.
Yeah, he will.
Roof Gaming, well done. You carried on despite everything and have picked yourself up a very earned point. Tim Wentink is off again, and there is a bit of a scrap here between himself and Dara Smith. Bit of a formation finish maybe. Tim Wentink got a push around the outside, heading into Rint. This is a great fight here. Imagine this happened for the front two. Dara Smith and Tim Wentink. It won't really matter as one of them has been sent round, and Tim will wait on them. Bit of sportsmanship as well to end this race. Are we going to get some donuts? Oh, I thought we were going to get some donuts there from Dara Smith. They are going to line up for another race, I presume. And Dara Smith will take 11th. Tim Wentink will take 12th.
Very well, there we go.
That was hectic. That was amazing, and that was crazy. Here is your podium. It is Haas, Alfa Romeo and Ferrari. 3 Ferrari engine cars for 3 different teams.
All at the Red Bull Ring.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. All at the Red Bull Ring. Dutchman Bjorn dominates Austria. And Dutchman dominating the Red Bull Ring, we haven't heard that before. It will be Marcel in 2nd, Lakitu in 3rd, Stefano in 4th, Simon 5th, Sancho is 6th, Yogurt 7th, Boreel in 8th. I believe it will be Yogurt who will take the fastest lap. Zane 9th, Roof Gaming in 10th, Dara Smith 11th, Tim Wentink 12th, Black Box, of course, being the first of our DNFs. That was a great one, Brendan. What do you make of that?
I'd have to say, it was them races where you just got a little bit of everything nearly. You had overtakes, but you also had a lot of tactics in it, trying to, well, drivers tried to figure out when to make the move. Honestly, they had moves. Bjorn went for some that were nearly costly. Obviously, he made the mistake and then played the numbers game at the end to get the win. So he had a little bit of everything here.
He certainly did. Bjorn is well and truly on his way to take this championship. It will need a stellar performance from anyone else to come back from 4 wins early on in the season. But that is all we do have time for here in F5. We do hope you enjoyed, because I certainly did. I hope you did too, Brendan. Stay safe, stay well everybody, and we'll catch you next time in Saudi Arabia.